Mount Pleasant. In the league, not often we see them as you go through the lineup here.
This is how Mount Pleasant will shape up. Shaquan Davis, Sule McCullough, Jamoy Topi comes into the starting lineup. Ladale Ritchie, the 33-year-old, is there as well. O'Dane Murray, Dwight Merrick, who scored twice in the league just this week. Demario Phillips comes into the starting lineup as well. Melvin Doxson, Kimoni Bailey, Trevante Stewart, the big number 9, and Atafaroy Bygrave, who's been hot in the Lynk Cup. And they will be playing with a 4-4-2 formation.
And they don't do it too often in the league. And a few times I've asked the coaching staff, why not have the Twin Towers up there? Because when Stewart is going through this barren spell, maybe someone close to him, they're trying it out in this Lynk Up. And I think if it works, we'll see it in the league.
A few changes for Mount Pleasant, a few changes for Cavalier as well, who will be playing with a 3-5-2, no surprises. They've gone with probably their strongest lineup. Bartlett, King, Leng and Ming in the back of it all. Mackerson Cadet, the man from Turks and Caicos Islands, is in the middle with Nick O'Shea Murray and Godale Irvin and Ainsworth to provide some width. And of course Dwayne Atkinson, Ronaldo Webster and Colin Anderson. Their front three, if you want to call it, even though they're playing with a 3-5-2, I think they might morph into a 4-3-3 eventually.
Yeah, possibly more like that, or a 4.
Action packed in the first half. Mount Pleasant with the better of the play coming forward, and in the midfield, Atafaroy Bygrave with a strike from outside the area. Not on target. Then Trevante Stewart breaking wide right, ball into the area, and yeah, not clearing properly were Cavalier. And Mount Pleasant certainly in the middle of the park were doing better. Then Cavalier looking to get something of their own. Richard King driving forward. Richard King with a strike. That was heading in, and it was a wonderful save by Shaquan Davis. That was going into the top corner, you know. And Davis with a stellar save. Then nice 1-2 play. Merrick to Stewart. And Stewart just couldn't keep his shot down. He's been lacking confidence up front in recent games, Trevante Stewart. And his lack of form continues. This one was on target, was a good strike, and Vino Bartlett with a strong right hand to push it over. Still in the first half, and Mount Pleasant continuing to come forward. Topi there with a header, but he couldn't get it down. Yeah, then Cavalier driving forward. That strike was very awkward and took a bad bounce in front of Shaquan Davis, who did well to push it over. And then this mistake just before the end of the first half. Dwayne Atkinson should have buried that, but he didn't. Can't believe that he missed 10 goals in all competitions for Dwayne Atkinson this season. That should have been 11. Davis in no man's land, and luckily to get to the half unscathed. Then Mount Pleasant in the second half, Melvin Doxley, and look at that save from Vino Bartlett. These are the kind of saves that St. Lucian can produce, and that's why he is the player of the game, with saves like that. Good defensive work there by Richard King. He was safe in the box for Cavalier. A chance would come now for Cavalier yet again. Well, Godale Irvin from wide, and yeah, even he can't believe it. Godale Irvin, how did that get past Shaquan Davis? Unsighted initially, but definitely should have got his hands in play. Shaquan Davis made a meal of it, and that coming in stoppage time at the end of the game. The winner for Cavalier, Godale Irvin, the scorer, his first of the season.
There you have it, Cavalier advancing to the
8 shots from on target from 22 attempts for Mount Pleasant, but they draw blank. The all-important goal for Cavalier from Godale Irvin. They have 12 shots and 7 of them on target. That was a better conversion rate. It was a busy day for Stephen Duar with 22 fouls in it. Just a 1 yellow card for Christopher Ainsworth though, and some 7 corners for Mount Pleasant. It was an entertaining game to say the least. 6 saves for Vino Bartlett, and majority of the possession for Mount Pleasant, who couldn't make it count. It was Cavalier with the win, and Dwight Jeremiah is with our man of the match, Vino Bartlett.
Vino, you probably lead the way as goalkeeper with the most man of the match in the league in recent season, but it was really a good performance from Cavalier defensively today. You had some decent saves, but just tell me about the work of the players in front of you as well, how that made your game today.
Well, we've been working on it from training, so we come and trusting the guys in front of me, Ming, King, Leng. they trust me at the back of them, so I have to do the same. I have to make them trust me as well. So
I saw your fellow countryman trying to show you up with a shot from distance, and you did well to parry it over. That was really dipping.
it would have been better if I catch it though.
But in terms of getting into the semi-finals now, I mean, how pleasing was this victory for you?
Well, that victory is a big victory for us, since that's my first time playing Lynk Cup, and we're going for the win. I want to win it. So.
Yeah, Cavalier, they've never won the knockout competition, beat the Lynk Cup or any other brand that it had. So for you to be in the semi-final, thinking you can go all the way?
Yeah, well, that's the aim, going all the way, and I think we can do it.
Well, let's see what you do in your next outing in the Lynk Cup.
Yeah,
all
thanks.
the best.